Well, hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone had a good Father's Day weekend. So here we are mid-June already, and I'm going to give you a quick garden tour update on how the gardens look in mid-June. So this tall weedy plant right here, I've been pulling out, but I thought I would leave it just to see what it would do. So I googled a picture of it, and I believe it is goldenrod, and which will bloom in late summer. So I'm kind of tempted to keep this just to, because goldenrod is, I kind of like goldenrod when it's in bloom. Kind of a pretty weed. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep it there for a little bit. See what happens. If I ever find anything to, like a shrub or actually a tree I wanted to put on this end of the garden, I would love to have a spruce and just kind of match it, but anyway, if I find something like that, then I'll probably clean that up out of there. So yes, I'm aware I got a big weed in the garden there, but I just kind of want to see it in bloom. Okay, spiderwort, my favorites, and look how it looks with the lilies in the back. Again, that orange and blue together. Probably hear the dogs in the background, always carrying on about something. Can you see the blue salvia? Black and blue salvia back there? There. Daylilies are in bloom now. I got a random red one in here. I need to get that one out of here. I might even get that last yellow lily out of there. Gladius will be in bloom soon. Probably about July. Lemony lace elderberry in front of the smoke bush. I don't know why my mind is drawing a blank, but Rudbeckia, black-eyed Susan, will be in bloom soon. This purple one is looking a little rough. This is the purple variety of spiderwort. Nice daylily there. Alright. We'll go this way. Now this whole back section of the main flower bed here could use some work, but we've got lots and lots of daylilies in here. Mauve color. And there's that black and blue salvia. This daylily has a lot of blooms on it. I think this one is my orange one. So yeah, this whole back edge of the flower bed is daylilies, and more over here. Now, these are the ones that I'm wanting to move, and I want to put in, I think it's called something strawberry like that, on Oaks daylilies. They are a bright pink coral, big bloom daylily, and I thought about ordering some of those and replacing these mauve color ones, which nothing against mauve, it's just, it actually don't look too bad on camera. Limelights, finally getting some growth, I think. Did I plant these last year or the year before? Can't remember. But they're getting some growth on them. I forget what color this one is. I think it's orange. Daylily there. And a dahlia. Alright. Been raining the past several days. This has been a very rainy year. But I guess it's better than a drought and having to pull out the water hose every day. New hostas there. These are the hostas I moved from out front. And then I just dug up some of this dark opal basil and kind of planted it around it. Just some different foliage color there. And the macrophylla hydrangeas are still in bloom. Nice pink color there. Of course, I like that against the black garage. For some reason, this one don't have as many blooms. Just a couple in the back. That's a hydrangea there. So that'll be in bloom soon. Still got to get the rest of my rock for my pathway here. And this is still under construction. I'm sure you guys get tired of seeing this, but it's real life, so not every garden is done in one day. More daylilies back here. Don't be afraid to put or plant daylilies in shadier spots, because you can see they will still bloom for you. I think I'm gonna dig these up and move them to the berm that's in between our houses up there. You guys know what I'm talking about. I've mentioned that area so many times on the channel, but I think I'm gonna put those up and down through there along the edge. Sorry for the bumpiness. So this is a work in progress here along the garage. My plan is to put some limelights through here just to give it some structure, and I think that'll look pretty good, just a hedge of the lime lights through there. More daylilies. I got a random, I think that might be a pumpkin plant, pumpkin vine. Got zinnias coming up in here, and morning glory over there. So I'm gonna train it up the corner of the garage, maybe over if it makes it that far. These are my huge mammoth sunflowers. I have started to stake them because I'm worried if we get some heavy storms and wind that they're just gonna break over. So I'm excited about these. And most of my sunflowers I'm gonna be drying the heads and using them for fall decoration and sell at the booth. It's a primitive decorative thing. If you know, you know. Bathsheba rose looking a little rough. I need to get in there and clean that up. We got some Mongolian sunflowers there. Those are supposed to be really, really tall, and the bloom heads are supposed to be 16 to 18 inches wide. So, fingers crossed that they don't let me down. Got zinnias on the edge here. Again, this is still a work in progress. I would love to find more of this tobacco fence to put around this area. Sorry for my fingers there. Been working on some projects in there. Annual containers, other than being hit by the rain, look pretty good. These are just wave petunias. And this wash tub looking pretty good as well. Geraniums could use a little cleaning up. And then along here we got more sunflowers. Ornamental corn. I actually thought it would be taller than that before it got the seed heads on it. Is that normal? Maybe this kind only gets so tall. Pumpkins. I just did a lot of classic, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins this year, and I got some white ones. More pumpkin plants, and then these here are just like decorative, small mixture pumpkins. Some are green, some are orange, in different colors. So can you guys kind of see the outline here I've been doing with the mower? Just to get an idea on how what should I call this? The fence garden or the neighbor's garden? So if you're new here, this is actually my neighbor's over here property here. Yeah, she was nice enough to let me garden over here. So I've been working on this season. I know I start so many projects before I get one finished, but it keeps it interesting. Russian sage, one of my favorite plants. Love how it looks with the black lace elderberry. Once that gets real big, that's gonna look really good. Got dahlias coming up. This coral rose is, let me go around the pole here. Coral rose is blooming back out. It's a knockout rose, so it should do pretty good. Of course, I think when I start planting my limelight hydrangeas down through here, which is what I'm gonna do, you know, towards the back, I'm thinking probably one every section of her fence here. So that would be a section there. So this knockout might have to be moved up for a limelight to go there. And then I transplanted some daylilies out here. And some morning glory there, growing slowly but surely. I had an American flag up here, but the screws keep wanting to come out of the wood of that electric pole. So anyway, it has been a battle this year with the weeds. Oh my gosh, all the rain, I just cannot keep up with the weeds. So this is real life. I'm going to show you the good, bad, and ugly. But you can see the salvia Mystic Spires. It's filling out. One of my must-have annuals. Have to have that every year. Alright, I'm going to try to focus on the main things here. Dahlias. We're starting to get blooms on them. Same annuals there. I'm excited to see how these are going to look by the end of the season. Daylilies over here, I forget the variety, but these are the ones that just bloom all season long. And I love that color with the Landseer. Wine and roses, Weigela. Love that dark foliage. And a white coneflower. Love this. Love the white coneflowers. Probably my favorite. And then I did get out here this week and kind of trim down the privet hedge that is along here and weed-eated. Clean this up a bit. Love this dark purple daylily. I want to say this is Nosferatu. But along here on the back edge is where I was talking about putting those daylilies that I got in the back. Because I kind of wanted to make this a nice view for the neighbors as well. And eventually I will finish my limelight hedge down through here. So we're going to have a limelight hedge down through here. Try not to make y'all dizzy. And a limelight hedge along the fence over there. So that's going to be pretty expensive. So I usually can only afford about 3 at a time. They're about right at $30, so for $100 I can get at least 3. In the middle here we have Mexican sunflower and other sunflowers that are orange. I have a ring of Russian sage, and then a few of the blue salvias, and then the orange zinnias on the edge. Blue and purple. Now you're probably thinking, do you have your Christmas tree up already? No. Well, I guess, yeah, but it is decorated for the 4th of July. I don't know if you guys can see the red, white, and blue lights, but it is decorated for the 4th of July. Uncle Sam out there. Container's still looking good. So here are the lime lights that, I don't know if you can tell, but I did have to trim them back this past week. They were getting crazy tall. Of course, the one at the end I had to wait another week and a half to finish because I was taking the shears through it and then realized there was a baby bird's nest with 3 babies still living in it. So anyway, that kind of looked awkward for a minute. One little piece of limelight still standing, but they're not in there anymore, so hopefully they flew off. So yeah, anyway, these are lime lights. If you didn't know, they get the white flowers on them. And my knockouts are looking a little rough. And then we'll finish up here along the side of the house. I want to say this one is fire and ice hydrangea. If I'm wrong, please correct me, because I'm not 100% sure on that. I love the way this is filled out this year, though. More dahlias in here. And the poor Incredible, kind of knocked down a little bit by the rain. Beautiful flower heads. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this mid-June garden tour. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to follow along the channel with gardening and Halloween, Christmas, and all the things we do here on this channel, please consider subscribing. If I can talk. It's absolutely free. It will help the channel, so I would appreciate that. So you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk soon. Bye, friends.